In order to validate a form in Blazor, we needed to create a class like this. What if I tell you it's possible to use the same way to validate your JSON input on Azure Functions? So let me explain quickly how it works in Blazor. Basically, you create a class containing decorators containing annotation that will validate your form before you submit. Then, on your form, you point to the model class containing the constraints and add a markup inside called DataAnnotation_Validator. Now you understand, right? It's piece of cake. By the way, I have a Blazor full crash course on my channel. Click on the card at the top right of the screen if you wish to learn more about Blazor. Now back to Azure Functions. Well, I need to be honest, there is no official support for this on Azure Functions. However, there is a way to implement, and I will keep the source code on the description and it's very straight away. I created a new Azure Functions. Now I will start to show you how to implement. First, create a new class called InputSign. We will be simulating a signed process where we will be receiving the JSON containing data related to a new sign-up. We have these fields: email, password, confirm password, and display name. Now let's create the rules. Email must be required and cannot allow empty strings. Also needs to be a valid email, of course. So I will use the email address on the decorator to enforce it. Yes, you can have multiple validations for the same field, and by the way, one more thing for email. I want to limit the number of characters to 150. Now the other fields. All will be required. Just one more thing. I'd like to see the password and password confirmation matching, so I can use the compare operator in this case. Just to let you know, there is a lot of different validators, and I will put the link for this page on the description as well, okay? Well, I said Azure Functions cannot use this feature officially, so let's create a class called ValidationWrapper. This is the code, and as I said, I will keep the code on the description for you, so no worries, just follow me. I will adapt the function to receive only posts, and I will clean up the things right now. And then I will place this code. Let me explain to you. First, I get the received JSON data. Then I will deserialize it to fit on your model. Then I will use the validate, which is an extension method created and check if the model is really valid. If it's valid, your function will handle the data and do whatever it's supposed to do, like store on a database, maybe send a message to the queue, or something like this, and then return a 200. If the data is not valid, this will return a 400 containing the errors. Let's make a test now. First, let's do something valid. Yeah, looks valid. Cool. Now let's match the JSON. Oops, I think the functions don't like the email supplied. Well, we have now 2 errors. Looks like everything works. That's it. And if you believe I set you free from a miserable life in a hell of tons of ifs and switches to validate your function, like this video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.